Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm like Hawa Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakwadash, the ones to the apostles, great millstone. Learn this truth and peace and many salutations unto the elect. All right, man. We need more real men, bro. More leaders, more men. You know, the world don't need more women or more sissies. The world needs more men. You know, more Israelite capable, real men in the forefront of of the world. And that's what the Lord said. The Lord said that unto you, O man, do I call. And what he said, what he called you to into this truth. For you to step up and be men, show yourselves men on behalf of the law, on behalf of the truth, on behalf of the Father and the Son, on the behalf of your people, Psalms 94:16. Who shall stand up for me against the workers of iniquity, man? Okay, man. So in this world, you got enough soy boys, you got enough sissies, okay, but you have a lack of men. You have a lack of manhood, you know. You have a lack of testosterone, Testosterone is at an all-time low, and estrogen is at an all-time high, man. They're waging a war on masculinity. So you brothers out there that are real masculine men, you're a rare commodity, bro. You're a very rare commodity. All right. There's not many men like you left, you know. So a masculine man is in a rare commodity, man, because it's a war on men. It's like a extinct species, man. All right. Because the majority of men have been turned out, you know. And Esau has weaponized these little young boys, you know. Esau has weaponized them. Esau has weaponized them against your own community, you got very few black so-called black Latino fathers left, man. That they ain't in the house disciplining the kids no more, and that's why you see all this chaos, man. 'Cause yesterday, in spiritual too. Yesterday I was dropping some stuff off, and at this house, these houses be having all kind of cameras, so nobody was coming to the door. Took them dumb long to come to the door, and the guy that finally came to the door was a Mo. One of these guys like the one you see on the screen. So he was a straight Mo. So it kind of reminded me of what kind of inspired this particular sitting. Because the dude that came to the door was a Mo. I mean, and all these little young cats are Mo's, man. All these little all these little high schoolers and shit, these little college kids, they're all Mo's, man. They're all Mo's. They all got sugar in their tank, man. And they think this shit is acceptable, man. Because ain't nobody telling them nothing. These high school and college and all this shit. Everybody's too afraid of being so-called what they call homophobic. Which at the end of the day, man, the Most High is against all manners of sissydom. So we're in a shortage of men in this society. There's a shortage of you young men, man. Are you men in your capable years and your best years to be fathers? To be leaders, man. People with no male leadership, man. This is what this society has bred. Zero male leadership, man. All right, you got zero male leadership out there. You know, the men are no longer men. You need more men. You know, that's why the kingdom of heaven is going to be about the men coming back into power. You know, the Israelite men. But anyways, Judges chapter 21 and verse 9. It says, "For the people were numbered, and behold, there was none of the inhabitants of Gabash Gilead there." 10 verse. "And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiantest, and commanded them, saying, Go and smite the inhabitants of Gabash Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the women and the children. And ye shall do this. In this thing shall you do. You shall utterly destroy every male, every woman that has lied by men." All right. So in the ancient world, man, valiant men, stout-hearted men, warriors, leaders were held in high regard, man. You know, we live in a society, man, where a man is not valued no more. You know what I mean? He's not valued. He don't have his place. You know, that's why the society cannot continue, man. Okay, Psalms chapter 60 and verse 11, it says, "Give us help from our trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly, for 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 He is that shall tread down our enemies." Yeah, and the Most High, through the Most High, our men gonna be strengthened. You know, built up once again, and to being what they were. You know, here it is. You falling very low, bro. You know, when you see your generations, you know, keep waxing worse and worse. You know, this is how you know, man, that we're at the end. You know, you living in an adulterous, filthy ass generation, man. You know, where this is seen as normal. This is seen as something cool, you know, trendy. For you to be a straight mo, you know, bring back masculine men, bro. You know, the Most High is gonna bring back masculine men, man, back on the earth. Okay, it says Solomon, with the Songs of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 6. "Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, and perfume with myrrh, and frankincense with all powders of the merchant? Behold, his bed, which is Solomon's, 80 valiant men are about it. Of the valiant men of Israel, they all hold swords, being experts in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh because of fear in the night." All right. Like even the men of war today, you know, are sissies, man. You know, the men of war today are sissies, boy. You know, these who are the men of war today? These little thugs in the hood, or these Jake that sign up to fight for the military. You know, the Navy SEALs and all these people. Even them, even they're soft. You know, they allow the Moes to join the military. You know, these things were frowned upon in the ancient world. You couldn't walk around like that in the ancient world, man, like that. This wasn't tolerated. This type of shit was not tolerated, man. You know, this is a society where everything is tolerated. All this shit is tolerated, man. You know? Through the guise of love, through the guise of acceptance. You know, they want you to accept a man being fucking weak and feminine. That's where the people fall, man. Where there is no vision, the people fall, man. You know, that's why the Lord said He gonna raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. You know, He gonna raise up the sons of Zion, the sons of Israel, the men of Israel against the men of Edom and the men of these other nations. You know, But yeah, it's a sickening thing to keep seeing all this weird behavior, man. It's sickening, bro. You know, it's at Jeremiah 46 and verse 13. The word of the Lord spake Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall come and smite the land of Egypt. Declare ye in Egypt, publish in Migdol, and publish in Noph, and tap Pamphes, and say, stand fast and prepare thee, for the sword shall devour round about thee. Why are thy valiant men swept away? They stood not, because the Lord did drive them away. All right. Why are the valiant men swept away? You know, in this society, why are the valiant men swept away, man? You know, that's why the scriptures say, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men are left, man. Few men is left, few men remain, you know. There's few fathers, there's few leaders. You know, Isaiah 24 and verse 5 says, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenants. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. That's right. The inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. And that, we're talking about right now. So when all hell breaks loose in the destruction, there's gonna be even fewer men left. You know, hence why you men out there that are of the elect. Masculine men. Leaders. Uh, Throwbacks to a better time. That's why you're gonna be in an even higher demand. You know what I mean? You're gonna be held to a even higher demand, because in this society, they don't even acknowledge you. They don't even they don't value you. They don't value, but they're gonna learn to value you soon, bro. They're gonna learn to value soon. So Isaiah 24:6. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. And all the merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabrets do cease. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. Right. But the point being in the 6th verse, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. All right. Few men left, man. Even right now, there's few men left. So imagine when all hell break loose. There's only a few, I'm saying, valiant men left on the earth, man. You know, there's a surplus of moles and sissies, and a shortage of true men, a real shortage of true men. All right, a real shortage of true men. 1 second. Yeah, it's lucky, man. Had to take a call, man. But it says First Maccabees 9 and verse 20. It says, moreover, they bewailed him, and all Israel made great lamentation for him, and mourned many days, saying, how is the valiant man fallen that delivered Israel? As for the others concerning Judas and his wars, and the noble acts which he did, and his greatness, they are not written, for they are very many. All right. You know, this society has really done a number on men, bro. You know, this society has, this society has turned what's deemed as righteous into evil, and what's deemed as evil into good. You know, you see countless examples of um of your people falling, bro. Your people have fallen, man. You know, the poster child for being sweet, man, is you dicks, man. You tribes. You know, Little Nas and the rest of them, man. They represent you out in the public, man. You know, and they want to portray you masculine Israelite men as the problem. You know, that's why when you watch the TV shows and the movies, you know, they always oh, the black father is an abuser, you know. But the Mo is to be celebrated. You know, he's so strong for coming out. He's strong. You know, you gotta respect his you gotta respect his courage. You know, shit is crazy, man. So first Maccabees 9:21. How is the valiant man fallen to deliver Israel? Right. You know, for a people to prosper, you gotta have a real manly leadership, man. You know, you can't be having the generations coming up being a bunch of sweet boys. You know, well, who are they? Who are they going to look up to, man? You know, when they get older, they're looking up to a bunch of sissies, man. And then the ones after them become sissies, and that's what Esau wants, man. Esau wants you to become a bunch of sissies, man. You know, because he pushed his sons, you know, his daughters to be to be normal, even though he does push that shit onto them because they're already. But for the most part, you see their families are like normal families, man. You know, you see Jake's family all dysfunctional because they want you to become that, even though they already like that. You know, they want you to become all destroyed and sweet, man, and all delicate. You know, they don't want you in a stout like warrior state. That's how people used to be. You know, inquire, to the search of your fathers. Prepare yourself to the search of your fathers, man. Real quick, prepare yourself to the search. Job 8:8. For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of thy fathers. Prepare yourself to the search of your fathers, the way your forefathers used to be, man. You take the good from them. Yeah, we went off back then, but you know, we was more masculine back then, man. You know, we were more masculine, man. We were more manly. We carried ourselves. We walked in our masculine. We walked in a masculine way. You know, Jeremiah 6:16 says, "Thus saith the Lord power, stand in the ways and see it. Ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls." But they said, "We will not walk therein." That's right. That's our people, man. We will not walk therein. It says, "And I set watchmen over you." All right, leaders for you. All right, they watch over you. Hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said we will not hearken. But they said we rather follow Little Nas, man. We rather follow James Charles. We rather follow RuPaul and Billy Porter, man. You know, those are demons, man. Those are demons that's on you, man. That's blinding you. The scripture say Romans 1:26, who changed the natural use of the woman? You know, the man with men working that which is unseemly. You know, all them things are unseemly, uncharacteristic of the Israelites, man. All right. Prepare yourself to the search of our fathers. Or your fathers were not moles, man. You know, that's something you picked up from the Hamites, man. That's something you picked up from the other nations, man. They're the ones that got you involved in all this sick ass shit, man, that Jake is into today, man. Ask of the old past, man. You know, ask of the ways of your forefathers, according to the law, statute, commandments, man. He's supposed to come back and saying to being men. Show yourselves men, you know. Show yourselves men and be valiant for the truth upon the earth, man. You know, be of good courage. The Lord told you be of good courage, man. You know, it says 1 Samuel 16 and verse 17. And Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well and bring him to me. They answered in one of the servants, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Beth-Hemelite, that is a cunning cunning player and a mighty valiant man and a man of war and prudent in manners and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, send me David, thy son, which is with thy sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid and sent them by David, his son, unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly and became his armor bearer. But look at how they describe David. This is before he did any crazy valiant acts, you know, before he got into the power. But they said that King David was a cunning player of the harp, and it said that the son of Jesse, a mighty valiant man, a man of war, prudent in manners, and a comely person, for the Lord is with him. So a mighty man. They described David as a mighty valiant man of war, bro. You know. Okay, King David wasn't described as a as a modern day sodomite, man. You know, King David was a rough man, an austere man, like our Lord was. You know, the Lord was austere, bro. These are austere men. Now, if our Lord was on here on the scene today, they would call him a asshole and say that he's rough and all this stuff, man. You know, it's a balance with everything. You know, you got to be gentle, you got to be balanced. But these men are too gentle and too docile, man. Too gentle and too docile. Too sweet. You got enough women. There's 7 women to 1 man on the earth, bro. You got enough women out there. We don't need more women. You need more men. You already got enough men trying to chop off their manhood, trying to become women and shit, you know? You don't need more women. You need men on the earth. You need more men, you know? You need more masculine energy on the earth. That's what the kingdom of heaven is about. Divine masculine energy, man. You know? In this world, you got feminine energy reigning, and you see what's the result of that? The result of feminine energy ruling the planet, ruling the atmosphere, ruling the environment is the downfall of society, man. You know? So the kingdom is a manly vibration, you know, being established upon the earth, continually ruling the earth, man. You know, when you demonize, you know, what they call masculinity, what it creates is a clusterfuck of a society. You know. So it says Luke 19 and verse 21, for I fear thee because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up which thou laidest not down, and thou reapest that which thou didst not sow. And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth I will judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, and taking that which I laid not down, and reaping that which I did not sow. Right, so they feared the Lord because he was an austere man, you know, a rough man, man, you know, uh, um, a no nonsense man, you know. Our Lord was a no nonsense man, you know. Okay, it says a stout, a stout hearted man, a brave, fierce, courageous man, you know, a man with his affairs in order. It says to put in order, right? Okay, strong, spirited, brave, courageous. It says valiant, full of courage and valor, manifesting courage, valiant, strength. You know, they represent strength, pillars of strength. You know, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual strength. You know, the Lord described as that rock, right? Well, what they call the head of the household is supposed to be the man. Well, he's supposed to be the rock of the family, the pillar of the family. You know, where the family rests upon that rock, man, as a weary, as a rock or a hiding place in a weary land. All right. So, you know, our forefathers were not like this, man. They was not like this, bro. Prepare yourself to the search of your fathers. They was not like this. You know, it's all sweet and shit, man. It says, First Maccabees 2:64, it says, wherefore you, my sons, be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. See, in this world, you know, you ain't doing nothing but obtaining shame to yourself being like this. And this is why the Lord God eradicate you niggas, man. You know, the ones of you that's like this. The ones that you that just too sissified, man. You know. And 65, it says, and behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always, and he shall be a father unto you, a leader unto you. As for Judas Maccabeus, he had been mighty and strong even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of your people. Take also unto you and all those that observe the law and avenge ye the wrong of your people. Recompense fully the heathen and take heed to the commandments of the law. I think these guys are, you know what I'm saying, these soy boys, these little modern day jerk boys, you know. You think they could avenge their people? You think they could recompense the heathen? Nah, the heathen got you right exactly where the hell they want you. They got you right in the trick bag. They got you right where they want you, man. You know, they got you soft as hell, easily manipulated, man. Malleable, like a girl. A girl's supposed to be malleable, man. You know, you're supposed to be able to have your way with her, man. You know, here it is. They have their way with you niggas, man. You know, this is crazy, man. The heathen have done a number on you, man. You know, and you've allowed it. You play right into their hands. You play right into their tricks. You know, silly rabbit tricks off of kids, man. You can't let these devils play you out of your position, out of your masculine energy, you know. Let these devils play with you, man, to the point where they've turned you out, man. They've turned you dick out, man. You know, they literally got your mind programmed to the fact that, you know, you have to accept this shit. I would not accept this shit. Okay, we are not supposed to accept this bullshit. You know, we're supposed to accept our men being like this, man, and our women being more masculine than them, having the authority and shit over you. You know, you are not to accept this, bro. You know, in a righteous society, we wouldn't accept no shit like this, bro. We wouldn't accept it. You know, we wouldn't accept no shit like that. You know, this is not obviously this is not a righteous place, man. Okay, this is not a righteous society, of course. So hey, there you go. 1 second. Yeah, but we can't continue to live like this, man. You know, we can't continue to live like this. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 13. It says, moreover, by the means of her I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me everlasting memorial to them that come after me. See, what you do on this earth, this is what you remember by. So, you know, our people have left a stain on the Most High's name, man. They've stained the Lord's name. You know, every time that you go outside and you show yourself being some type of a mo or some type of weirdo or some out of order woman, you staining the Lord's memorial. You know, I have set the people in order. Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 14. I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me. Horrible tyrants shall be afraid when they do but hear of me, and I shall be found good among the multitude and valiant in war. You know, that's the only time the nations fear you, but when you valiant in war. You know? The nations are supposed to fear you when you valiant in war. Nobody fears you niggas no more. Nobody fears. They're not afraid of you no more. You know, they're not afraid of Jake no more, man. You know, only when they go in the hood and you know you about to rob them and shit. You know, but when they see you out there in the public, man, they're laughing at you, bro. You know, they're truly laughing. They're truly laughing because they see that they've totally destroyed you. Again, Jeremiah 46 and 15. Why are thy valiant men swept away? Well, you become weak as hell, man. Weak as hell, man. Weak as hell. It's a sad situation, man. You know, every time you go outside, it's some jink that look like you mowed out, man. You know, it says, Hebrews 11 and verse 32. And what shall I more say to you? For the time would fail me to tell you of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson. These are men, all right. Samson, you know, for all their troubles and all that shit, they were men, all right. Gideon was a man, Barak and them were men, real men. Jephthah, okay, not the modern day Jephthah that you see up there selling out. This dude said, what did he say? He said, well, the white man is not the white man is the Esau, is not the white man. However he said it. All right. And of David and Samuel and also the prophets. I would, for the time would fail me to tell you, meaning I wouldn't have enough time to tell you about all the accolades that they did. Okay. In today's world, the only accolades you niggas have is killing each other, man. You know, you get on a song, and what do you talk about? You get on a song and you talk about how you murdered the other nigga. That's what you get on there for. It says 33. It says, "Oh, how you popped your man's girl." It says 33. It says, "Who through faith subdued kingdoms?" See, David, Samuel, the prophets, Samson, Barak. It says through faith they subdued kingdoms. It says they wrought righteousness and obtained promises, and they stopped the mouth of lions. See, that's faith. You know? They was able to stop the mouth of lions, man. You know, they was able to escape precarious situations, epic situations in the lion's den. You know, um, and bringing people back from the dead, walking on water. Cause they was man full of faith. Anyway, it says, quench the violence of fire, escape the edge of the sword. Out of weakness were made strong, and wax valiant in the fight, and turn to flight the armies of aliens. You know, niggas can't turn nobody to flight right now, man. You ain't turning nobody to flight. You know, right now you're the ones scattered all over the world. You're the ones scattered all over the place. In prison houses. With high heels on and shit. Then this is where Esau wants you. Esau wants you like this, man. Esau wants you in this position because he knows this is how you systematically destroy a people. You know what I'm saying? You flip them. You flip the roles of their households, and you tell them that right is wrong and wrong is right, and they'll believe it. They'll believe it. You know. They will. That's in the Willie Lynch letter. They will continue to perpetuate the cycle over and over. Okay. So Iraq 46:1 says, Yahushua, the son of Nav, was valiant in the wars and was a successor. Joshua, I should say, Joshua was a successor of Moses in prophecy, who, according to his name, was made great for the saving of the elect of God and taking vengeance of the enemies that rose up against them, that he might set Israel in their inheritance. See, a leader. Okay, Joshua was a leader, man, for the people. Says how great glory got when he did lift up his hands and stretched out his sword against the cities. Say, I can't wait till the time where the Lord raised back up, and give us back our power, man. The time is here. 1 Peter 4:7, behold, that all things, the end of all things at hand. So that time is here. The time is upon us. All right. So we don't have to look at you little weirdos no more, man. Because there ain't much to do for you, but for you to get put down, man. All right. Because you serve little to no purposes except to make us a laughing stock to the world. It says, third verse, Sirach 46:3, who before him stood to it, for the Lord himself brought in his enemies onto him. Did the sun go back by his means? It was not one day as long as two. He called upon the Most High Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahshai when the enemies pressed upon him on every side, and the great power heard him. And with hailstones of mighty power, he made battle to fall violently upon the nations, and in the descent of Beth Horon, and he destroyed them that resisted. And he destroyed them that resisted, and the nations might know all their strength, because he fought in the side of the Lord, and he followed the mighty one. See, he followed the mighty one. He didn't follow James Charles, nigga. These niggas are following James Charles, boy. They're following RuPaul, man. No, they don't have nobody to look up to. Everybody's a murderer, a skinny jeans soldier boy nigga, or or some type of Tyler Perry Madea nigga, man. That's what you got in your community to look up to, man. And then the real men in your community, or your society, or your nation are demonized to the point where you don't want to be nothing like them. I don't want to. Who wants to be hated like that? Who wants to go and live a poor life? Yeah, meditate. That's right. Meditate terror. That's right. Okay. In the ancient world, bro, being a man of war was it was like a badge of honor, bro. That was a badge of honor, man. Being able to fight. Being able to show your courageous acts, valor, man. Show that was a badge of honor and dignity. Now today's world, man, shame is like a badge of dignity, man. That which is supposed to be shameful is deemed as honorable, man. Anyways, man, it says Psalms 118 and verse 14, the Lord is my strength, and song has become my salvation. The voice of rejoicing and salvation is in the tabernacles of the righteous. The right hand of the Lord doth make them valiant. Whew. It says, the right hand of the Lord is exalted. The right hand of the Lord will do valiantly. I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. The Lord had chastised me sore, but he have not given me over unto my death. Open to me the gates of the righteous, and I will go into them and praise the Father. You know, see, it take a true man to praise the Father, man. You know, to praise the Father, you can't be a sissy, man. You got sissies all in the church. You know, the pastor is a sissy. You know? The pastor, the bishop. You know, that's why the scripture say the spiritual man is mad. You know, these are supposed to be spiritual men, and on the low they're doing all kind of stuff, man. But it's, you know, the church has been exposed, and everybody, you know, they turn a blind eye to the church. You know, you still going to that church, paying them their money every month or every day or every week, however the hell it goes. I haven't been there in over a decade, so I wouldn't know. But I wouldn't know how they do it. You know, they probably got a new system where you could give them the tithes off the NFT or the chip or something. You got to get with the times. You got to the swindlers are going to tell you to take the chip, man. They're going to tell you could pay us and you could pay us with the C-hip. You know, don't worry about that. You know, we always be able to take your donation. You know? It said First Chronicles 28:1, and David assembled the prince of Israel. Right in First Chronicles 16:18, to tell you that Saul called David when they was asking and telling Saul about David, they said that David, the Most High, is with David. He's a skillful man on the harp. He's a valiant man, an expert in war. Okay, so this same David, our king, assembled all the princes of Israel and the princes. Yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah, that's it, man. It says he assembled all the princes of Israel, and for a man to assemble an army of princes of men, that means that man is a man that they're looking up to as a man among men. You know, okay. You need a strong, authoritative voice to assemble all the people, right? Anyway, it says princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, the captains of the company that ministered to the king, of course, and the captains over the thousands and the captains over hundreds, stewards over all the substance and possessions of the king of Israel, all his sons and the officers with the mighty men and the valiant men unto Jerusalem. That's who David was calling. The Lord said, my voice is unto the sons of men. Okay. David and them, they was calling the most greatest men to the council, the most valiant men. Okay, not the sissies. If you was a mole, you get your head chopped off. All right. There's a standard back then. All right. Today, there's no standard. Second verse. Then King David stood upon his feet and said, hear me, my brethren and my people. As for me, I had it in my heart to build a house or the rest for the covenant, the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and for the footstool of our power, and had made ready for the building. But the Most High has said, thou shalt not build a house for my name, because thou hast been a man of war and hast shed blood. Right. So he gave it to his son Solomon, right? Who he called Lord, by the way. Okay. Which is spiritual. Because he knew that was the son of the power, right? That will come to build a house onto his name, onto the Lord's name. But since the Lord said that King David was a man of war, he couldn't build because he had bloodshed on his hands. So it must have been clean hands that built the temple, the third temple. Now, the point of this was the first verse, right? King David called officers, thousands, captains of thousands, ministers, mighty men, men of valor, valiant men onto Jerusalem. Okay. He didn't call no sissies, man. He didn't call no purse wearing niggas. He didn't call no purse wearing little Uzis, man. You know, he didn't call little Uzi. He didn't little. You know, Azariah the priest. 2 Chronicles 26:16. It says when he was strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction, for he transgressed against the Lord, his power, and went to the temple of the Lord to burn incense upon the altar of incense. And Azariah the priest went in after him, and with 80 priests of the Lord that were valiant men. Hold on, the priests of the Lord were valiant men. 80 priests of the Lord that was with Azariah were valiant men. Okay, men of courage. You know, they stood and they withstood Uzziah the king and said unto him, it pertaineth not unto thee, Uzziah, to burn incense unto the Lord, but to the priests, the sons of Aaron, that are consecrated to burn incense. Go out the sanctuary, for thou hast trespassed, neither shall it be for thy honor from the Lord thy power. See, these are men of integrity, man. They told this guy, Uzziah the king, look, man, you're going off. All right. See, that takes balls to tell the king that you're going off. That takes balls, man. The priest said, no, 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 no. They wasn't go along to get along, you know. They wasn't, they was true men, just like the Church of Berea. The Church of Berea represent true men because they searched the scriptures to see if it was so. They wasn't just blind parrot followers, man, you know. Just blindly, just you know, oh, yeah, yes, yes, you know, that's a easily manipulated people, man. Easily seduced people, man. You're not supposed to be easily manipulated and seduced, you know. Supposed to have a strong mind. The elect shall have a strong mind, you know. Anyways, Isaiah 33:7. Behold, their valiant ones shall cry without. The ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly. The highways lie waste, and the wayfaring man cease. For they have broken the covenant, and he had despised the cities, for he regarded no man. Yeah, because Isaiah 24:7, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Therefore, the earth is burnt, and few men are left. You know, few men. You know, that's why the Most High said, Isaiah 13:12, that he will make a man more precious than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. You know, you're very much precious because you're a very small commodity. You know, that which is in a short demand or in a short access is of a higher price. That which is scarce is of a higher value. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of fine looking women out there. Feminine energy is at a surplus, but a masculine, divine masculine energy is at an all-time low. You know, so that means that you stand out at lights. You know, you stand out as beacons of hope. You know, a city that's set on a hill cannot be hid. Right. Well, a city that's set on a hill that represent you men out there that got your head on straight and your loins girded about with truth. The ones of you that don't, you represent the little Nas, man. All right, you might as well be little Nas. Matthew 5:13 says, "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing." You become good for nothing. When you turn the natural use of you as a man into something else, you become good for nothing. I don't care how many good of a nice person you are. You a fool because you defile yourself and you set a bad example for the people. Oh, this is another thing, man. When these people say, "Oh, well, I'm not hurting nobody," yes, the hell you are. You are hurting people. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your son if you ever have one. Your daughter if you ever have one. With the things that you do reflect on the people around you. Okay, if you don't believe that, then you know you haven't lived long enough to see the influence that you have on others. You have a form of an influence on others, especially when you Jake and you got charisma and you teaching his word and stuff like that. But that's even more so. But just Jake in the world got influence, man. You know, I remember being impressionable, young, growing up. You want to be just like these niggas that you see on TV and shit. You know, that you see, even though you may not think about it, but you want to be like the rapper and all them niggas. I mean, you do. It's just what it is. You look up to people and you want to be like them. But this is why you need proper role models, man. Like J. Cole and them said, no role models. You have no role models to look up to, man. Your mind is empty. Your spirit is empty, looking up at nobody. You looking up at Whitey for some guidance. You looking at your mama for guidance, man. You know, your mama might love you and she might, but she's not to raise you as a boy, as a man. What is she gonna teach you, man? In that sense, she teach you the feminine ways, but she can't educate you in manhood. You know, you need your father to educate you in manhood, bro, or some type of father figure that's proper. You know, that's why the Lord set up the pastors according to His heart that shall feed you with knowledge and wisdom. You know, that's right. That's right. No role models, false prophets. That's right. So it says, Matthew 5:14, ye are the light of the world, and a city that's set on a hill cannot be hid, right? So when you become when you've lost your salt, you have no savor, you're good for nothing. All right. But to be cast out, trodden underfoot. But the Most High said, we are the lights of the world. A city that's set on a hill cannot be hid. So you're supposed to be as an example, you know, as an example. You look towards you look for your role models and they ain't there. Well, the Lord set up the men that's teaching His Bible. You know, those are your future. That I did the lesson yesterday. We represent the future. Well, that's the future. The past is to be a sissy. That's the past. The future is to look towards the past because we're the ancient men coming back and they represent the future. You know, in a matter of speaking. So you're the salt of the earth. A city that's sit on a hill cannot be hid. You are supposed to shine. Let your light shine, before men that they may glorify your Father which is in heaven. When you become a straight mo, you know, your light is dim. You know, 15 verse. Neither do men put light under a candle. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it give light unto them that are all them that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, the scripture say, be ashamed of whoredom before a father and mother, and a lie before a mighty man and a prince. So, that's why the Most High commanded us to be out there on them highways and byways, because when you out there standing with that 12 tribes chart, teaching His word, you're shining as lights in a dark place. The people see you and they say, those are the men of Israel. Those are the men of our nation. But Esau has put it in these people's minds to laugh at you and shit. But if you was out there with a tutu on and shit like that, out there naked, they would praise you. That's how fucked up this world is. So don't worry about these people's opinions and shit. They don't matter. Evil supposition have overthrown their judgment. Many are deceived by their own vain opinions, and an evil supposition have overthrown their judgment. The white man has put an evil supposition in these people's heads, where they see you being, they see you yelling at somebody, cursing their asses out. Oh, that's wicked. That's you're being a tyrant. Well, if I was kissing his ass and telling him to be a mo, well, then I'll be all right. According to you, I don't adhere to your thought process and your way of life, nigga. I don't adhere to you. I don't work for you. I work for the Most High, and the Most High told us to be masculine men. Okay, I don't work for you, man. I work for the Most High, man. Okay, that's another thing too. They got us fucked up. They act like we work for them or something. Like we work for these people out here. We don't work for them. We don't have to adhere to your opinions. You know, we adhere to the opinion of the Most High. We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Oh, that's cruel for you to say that the Most High will destroy these people. The Most High hates these people. Yeah, the Most High hates the sinner. Okay. Oh no, the Most High just hate the sin. No, the scripture say the Most High hate sinners. Let's get Sirach 12. He hates sinners, the wicked. Oh, you guys are sinners too. Oh my God, who are you to judge? Again, excuses, more feminine energy. You know. What about you, brother? What about you, man? You can't judge because I'm like, what about you? You can't say that because last time I checked, I didn't let no dude touch on me, man. Okay. The only time you cannot judge is when you doing the shit that you telling that person to not do. Like if I'm over there smoking weed and I tell you not to smoke weed, I don't smoke weed, brother. And then I'm smoking weed. That's wicked, you know. Scripture say you shall not suffer sin upon your brother. You shall anywise rebuke him and suffer not sin upon him, man. You know? So Most High told us, let our light shine before men, right? That we may glorify our Father which is in heaven. All right. But to be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother, for it's an abomination. We're supposed to hate abominations vehemently, man. All right. And being a soft soy boy is an abomination, man. No matter how you try to slice it. Okay, Sirach 12 and verse 6. It says, for the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against the day of their mighty day of their punishment. Give unto the good and help not a sinner. A friend cannot be known in prosperity and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. That's right. That's the only time you truly know your friends. All right. But the Most High hateth sinners. Okay. He said he hates sinners. He didn't say I hate the sin. I hate the sin and the sinner. I hate both. And I'll repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against my day of their punishment. All right. The Most High loving none but them that dwell with wisdom. All right. And it's a wise thing for you to not be a soy boy. You know, it's a wise thing for you to be as your forefathers were, man. You know, valiant men, true men. You know, but that's only for the election. The election are the only ones that's going to turn back into what they used to be. You know, I put you in remembrance, though you once knew this. I'm gonna remind you of what it was once like to be a man. You know, to take accountability, to worship the Father in spirit and truth. You know, to stand boldly in the face of your enemies. You know, whether that be Jake or Esau or the other nations, whatever. Okay, that's our forefathers stood in the face of everything for the Lord. All right, so these are things we come back to, seeing as though we fell very low. These are things we're coming right back to, man. You know, we're coming right back to the ways of our forefathers. We're preparing ourselves to the search of our forefathers, man. Job 8:8. You know, all right. So it says Numbers 24:18, and Edom shall be a possession, and Seir shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly, man. And out of Jacob shall come he that shall have the dominion, and shall destroy him that remain out the city, man. So how we gonna do valiantly? The Most High gonna teach our hands to fight, and the Most High gonna raise and put a courageous, valiant spirit in you, just like He's done to this day, having you in this truth. You know, you can't be in this truth and not have a courageous, valiant spirit up in you, man. All right, because it takes balls to do this work. It takes balls to stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted you and made no account of your labors. All right, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, man. All right, great boldness to do this work, man. All right, that's why only the strong survive and endure. Only the strong survive and endure, man. You know, Hebrews 4, real quick, and verse 16, it says, It says, let us therefore come boldly onto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need, man. You know, let us come boldly before the throne, man, as men. You know, the scripture say, rent your heart and not your garments, man. You know, come with a broken heart toward the Father, you know, and he will receive you as sons of the kingdom. You know, repent from your ways of wickedness and dirt and sweetness, you know, and become men again, man. You know, become what you was always meant to be, a man, bro, a God on the earth. First, you become a man, and then you become a God on the earth, man. You see, Jude, the first chapter, it says that the angels that fell away from their first estate, you become a man first, and then you become a God on the earth. What a deal, man. You know what I mean? You become an Israelite man of the Most High first, and then, which is that's what you were from the foundation of the world, and then you come back to being an angelical force, man. You see that? That's quite a transition. That's like a butterfly coming out the shell. This is not your final form. You had many forms. You had the form of coming in as a boy, you know, growing up and shit. Then you become a young adolescent teenager, you know, and then you start fighting niggas and shit, and you know, your balls dropping. Now you're getting with girls and stuff. And then you become a man. But then you won't become a man till you truly come in the truth. And understand who you are, the truth, the value of the woman, the value of you as a man. You know what I mean? All kind of shit. You start to understand the world, your enemies, your friends, yourself. And then comes the final change. When the Lord come back here and turn you into a God, brother. You know what I mean? So anyways, bro, with that, they call Limelight Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak, Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles of Elders, Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, man. We are going to do valiantly upon the earth, man. Okay, be of good courage. First Chronicles, my bad. Double C's get tripping you up. It says 19 and 12, it says, and he said, if the Assyrians be strong for me, too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will help thee. Be of good courage, and let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people and for the cities of our power. And let the Lord do that which is good in his sight. All right. So at that, shalom. Shalom.